A lot is going on here in diaspora. We need your help. Do not scroll out. I am talking to you, I beg. We need your help. Would you like to help someone with your comment, with your advice? You can only do that by watching this video to the end. You might be saving somebody's life or somebody's home. Please watch this video to the end. We need your help, please. Hello, welcome to my channel. This is your homegirl, the Big Good News. If you are seeing me for the first time, yes, this is your girl, the Big Good News. I want to say thank you especially for watching this video. My subscribers, you guys are awesome. I can't continue. I can't even start without saying a special thank you to you all. Thank you for being there for me, and thank you for always watching my video. I appreciate you guys so much. Today I have a very beautiful, interesting topic that I want to talk about, and specifically I am talking about the people in diaspora, about the people living in diaspora, especially here in America. We want to talk about this together. I have this story that I want to share with you. This story is about a man that killed his wife. Not with gun, not with knife, but look, this is what the story is about. The man wasn't living in America. The wife first came to America, and the wife been doing well, went to school, become a nurse. She was doing very well. She's a very young, beautiful lady. She got married to She found her husband back home in Africa, and they fell in love. They got married together, and the lady fought to file for the husband, and the husband came to join her here in America after being married with her. They were both married for a few years, and the wife and the husband teamed up that they want to build their personal home back home in Africa. And they started this project. You know how it is in America is always difficult for men more than it will be for women. Women always bring out their time, go to school and fix themselves professionally, but men, for some reason, always find it difficult to engage in as much as women do. But the story is this: the lady was fighting, working hard every day, denying herself of social activities, some personal care, just to work, raise money to help her husband and for them to conclude their new project back home, which is building their own personal family house. They continue to build this home. Being the fact that she is more active financially, she was working very hard to make money and to save some, which they are using to finance their home back in Africa. The husband usually go home. When they raised the money, the husband went home, he bought the land. They came back and started building on the land. They built two-story building on that land, and they fought. They concluded the building, and it was a good news. But something happened. Immediately they finished the home, the man came back. He visited Africa, saw the home, everything is all set. They were planning to travel back home together as family the next year. So another shocking news happened. One day, this lady went to work. On coming back, while she was at work, she'd been calling her husband, he wasn't picking. She was a little worried, so she had texted and let him know she's on her way back home. No reply until she got home. So when she got back home, what happened was that the lady did not see her husband. She asked all the friends she knew. They don't know the whereabouts of the husband. The lady reported to the police. The police was helping her to investigate and to look for her husband, until the husband noticed that the police was in search of him and called the wife not to bother looking for him, that he was gone. Gone to where? The lady was shocked. But the fact is that this man dumped the wife without notice, without any information, without the lady knowing that he was capable of doing that. So when after a couple of months, the lady found out that the husband was already with another woman and was telling her that he was done with the marriage. This lady was so depressed, heartbroken. She don't know what to do. She traveled back home to the house where they built, where they call their family home, and the family of the man wouldn't let her in or have access to the property. And the husband told her that that property does not belong to her. The lady was like, how? I personally financed this house by myself. It belonged to us because we were husband and wife. And I did this for you because you are my husband. This is ours. And if it doesn't belong to me, because if you are no more mine, the house is mine. The husband said, no, you lied. The house, the property belongs to me. So the lady filed a lawsuit, even back in Africa. And when they investigate, they found out that the lady's name is not anywhere in the property. So it was difficult for her to claim anything on that property because her name is not there and the land is not built with any attachment about her. In this situation, what would you advise any woman not to help their husband? What would be your next action if it was you? If you were to advise? These are part of what men does here in diaspora. Another sad news is that this lady came back here in America. She was so heartbroken, depressed. She was losing not just her husband, but her entire sweat, her hard work, and more. She was thinking of all this, and one day she finished work. She was on her way back home. She wanted to get into her car and she slumped and died of heart attack. This happens. I'm coming back to this story and I want to tell you another story of what happens here in diaspora. It's about a man and the wife. They both came here in America together as couples. You know how it is, getting situated legally is always tough. But the fact is that they have to do it. They have to find a way to get themselves legally situated. So, but this is not the case because they are not the first that have been in America. But the fact is that the man had a negative interest and plan. First, they came here. The husband wanted them back home without any genuine reason. So he had told a friend, and this friend knew the wife first. It was through the wife that he knew this friend now. So he feel more comfortable. He tells the guy is his fellow man things. You know how guys talk to themselves privately. But he had told the man, which is a friend, that he wants them back home to Africa. And when they get back, that he don't want the wife to be in America. So when the man asked why, he didn't give any genuine, reasonable reason why he want to do that. And he told the friend that he wants to do, what he wants to do is when they get back home, he's going to seize the wife visa, passport, and the children passport, so she won't have access to come back to America again. And this friend tried to advise that that is not a good thought. But he keeps saying things like that that shows that the man is not grateful. This lady used to be a very strong lady who had been more of the upper hand financially in their home because she worked with the bank, but the husband doesn't really have a strong hand financially. So even coming to here in America, it was financed by the lady. So this guy was having this negative thoughts, and this friend that he is talking to knew their story and knew how much the wife had been struggling to put themselves together as a family. So the friend wasn't really comfortable with these thoughts and plan and things that the guy do and say to his wife, knowing how much the wife had been trying to put the family together. So he don't have any choice than to call the wife privately to be careful with things he do and not have 100% trust with the husband movement and activity. So but at the end, the man went home. He told the wife what this friend of theirs had been talking about. So the wife of that friend privately called this other man wife and told her the truth of what the husband had been planning and his secret plan. So what the lady did is to decide not to go back again. So they both stayed here and trying their best to put themselves together. At the end, the husband left her with the kids for another woman. And not because he was looking for means to get himself situated, because they already had a means and they already had something that they had legally, that they don't have problem legally. So doing the opposite that any of you might think is not the case. So this man left the wife and the children for another woman and left home. This lady was crying. She was so heartbroken. She don't know what to do. She was so depressed. After a year or two, she saw that the husband was already seriously gone. She don't have a choice. She don't have a choice. With the help of few people around, she was able to put herself together and move on. So now, she filed divorce. Sorry, it was the husband that filed divorce to her. She couldn't grant the divorce for a long time. After some time, people advised the lady to accept the divorce and grant him the divorce. After all, you don't have him and you're not going to have him. So the lady granted the divorce and they divorced. So they both separated and the lady was with the children, suffering alone with the kids. So, but luckily for the woman, she got married to somebody else. Almost immediately after the divorce. She got married to a white man that is so fond of her and fond of her children. This man bought her a brand new car. This man bought her a house, a new house, fully furnished, both for her and for her children. Living in a very rich area. He's a very wealthy white guy. So the man was very, very fond of her, helped her two of her family, remember her mom and her elder brother, to come in here in America. So she had her mom to take care of her children while she flexed her life around with her beautiful, handsome white man. So she was living a fulfilled, good life. So now, after 2 years more, the original husband was stranded. The marriage didn't work out. He got married to another person too. He lived with that person and things are not working out. He couldn't even secure his papers anymore. It is still hanging till now that we are talking about. He don't have his green card yet, but the wife already have the green card and just recently got her citizenship. So her children and her everybody is secured, including her mom and the brother. And she lives in a very rich family home where she and her husband would not have even be able to save enough to live there in the nearest few years to come. The husband is still stuck, serving and savaging another women. At the end of the day, few years has passed. This has been over 6 years now to 7 years now. The husband is stranded and talking to friends to tell this woman, which is her former wife, to quit the white man and get back to marrying him because they have children together that he wants to be with the children. What would be your advice for this lady? To accept the guy back in her life, to be with the children? Share your comment below. What will be your advice for this lady? Let the former husband come back to her and to her children to continue living as one family together, same father, same mother, same husband, same wife, or to quit and say never is over and is over. What will be your advice? I have another story that I want to share. This is another family. This man was first living here in the United States before he got married to the wife and filed for the wife and brought the wife here in America to live with him and to continue their family life together. The wife came, they started making children and they had 3 children. And now, before they got married, the man was just a taxi driver. And that was what he was still doing even after the wife came. So this man still tried, hustle, and my phone was distracting me. The man tried his best, keep working hard and saving some money alongside paying their bill to help the wife to start school. First CNA, she finished with the CNA, she started working as a CNA, and then it was difficult for her. The wife still want to get more into school to become a registered nurse. The wife worked partially as a CNA, and the husband worked full-time as a taxi driver. Because of their children, the wife was not fully doing the CNA work because she had to be at home to take care of the kids. So when those days when the man is back home, the wife can do night, or depending on the man's schedule, just to do 4-6 hours to get back home while the man move on to work still with driving the taxi. So the man was making a little more money too, saving and also giving the wife to start off as a registered nurse. She was schooling. The man was working very hard to support her while schooling, and until the lady graduated after some years. Now the lady graduated, she became a licensed nurse, she's now working, and the man right now is getting not active anymore like he used to because age is kicking in. So the taxi driving is no more like before, and he's not active anymore to continue working like he used to. And moving forward, because the wife is now fully into nursing, the wife wants him to quit the taxi driving and stay more at home to take care of the kids while she works more as a nurse, because the salary, the pay is more than what the man is getting from taxi driving. So it's better the wife use her license and experience skill to work more as a nurse to get more money, while the man spend more time at home to work. They lovingly agreed. Now, moving forward, the man tried to plead to the wife to still help and support him to do at least CNA to be helping to work. Maybe some of the days when the wife will be doing day, he can do night and then work as the CNA. The wife said no. She'd rather be at home and take care of the kids. And this man continued to be at home to take care of their kids. That is also supporting her. But now, this lady do not want to support the husband to further, to get at least any license skill, to be able to get into work professionally other than the taxi driver that is not helping the man anymore. So she feels she's doing okay, and she's paying the bills, and the husband should be at home to take care of the kids. Now, things are getting more difficult. This man is sick. He's not active anymore. He have about 3 sicknesses that is very hard on the man. So the whole load is on the lady financially. And now she is complaining seriously, maltreating the man and making the man feel worthless and making him feel like he is useless. Not supporting the man, not making the man feel like he is a man anymore. This is so hard on this man. The man so feel bad. He don't know what to do. He regrets. He don't know if he will regret of training the wife, supporting the wife instead of supporting himself, but he did it out of love. The lady is stuck with too much workload to carry on. The lady is stuck with too much workload to carry on. What will be your advice for this man and for the lady? We need your input on this. These are part of the mistakes that people in diaspora do. I want to start with the first story. The man that dumped the wife after the wife had labored, worked very hard, make money for him, help him build house in his home, and he think all is well with him, and now it's time for him to run off to another woman that don't know the original story. Where are you running to, Ada? I don't think you will run too far. You might actually run, yes, because the road is free, but it certainly may block for you because you just took a soul. My advice for generally everybody is, please, when you are in diaspora, do not let the madness that is running over some people with poor mentality run over you to destroy what you should have enjoyed. Where you are going to, it will never profit you. The only way it will profit you is if you had a genuine reason. Maybe something serious. Maybe the woman was very bad to you. Maybe the woman, your life is at stake. Maybe she is ready to demonically take your life, or she is doing something seriously horrible that will be genuinely excused. But if it's not in that way, that you took advantage of an innocent person's life, take advantage of an innocent person's effort to enrich yourself, be it a woman that does this or a man that does this, it will definitely catch up with you. It may not take long, it may take long, but will you pay for it? Yes. I will only say things, learn from other people that have done that. New people that are coming here in diaspora, most of them are still guilty of this. When they come here, they think that life is all they see now. It is not. Only time will tell you that you have made a mistake. Please, learn from others. Learn from the mistake others have made. Other families have made, and it never profited them. It will only take you a few more years to realize that you have made a very big mistake. You don't need to wait until that time. Relax. Appreciate what you came here with, which is your beautiful husband or your beautiful wife. Think of those children and make a home together. Pray together. Whatever you need, what you're looking for at Sokoto, you will definitely get it because it's right there with you at Sokoto. You only need patience. Now, I want to move on with families that don't like to help their husband. I know so many families that the wife was supported in any way and you were able to school and get into any job and you don't want to support your husband. This is some of the reasons why women do it. Most men, when you support them, you will fall a victim, just like the lady that I just first give the story, for a victim for helping the husband. At the end of the day, she paid with her life. These are part of the reason why women don't like to do it. Most men, when women suffer for them, that woman at the end of the day will become the fool, while the fool become the wise. That is one of the reasons why women don't like to support their husband. But hey sis, doing the best you're supposed to do will be the best advice. Leave the rest for God. Whatever way, whichever way you can support your husband now that he is young, try to set him up, because you can't do it alone here in America. You can't do it alone. You need his support. No matter how much you're earning now, tomorrow will prove that you needed his support. But the pillar that you gave him today may obviously help you. We help you to fight for tomorrow together. Forget about what he's going to do. He might make a lot of mistakes now, but with God on your side, he will realize that he was making a mistake, and at the end, he will realize that you truly was the best wife ever, and he will bend down back and you will reap from all that you sow. I pray that every woman that is working hard to support her family will live to reap the fruit of her labor. While you do that, make sure that you protect yourself. I'm talking about your health, so that you will live long for your children and to see the fruit of your labor. Don't worry about what he's going to do. Just do your best. Do whatever you have to do to support him. If he make a mess of it, don't you believe in God? And don't you believe that God fights for the innocent? If you do, just do the right thing and leave the rest for God. It is God that blesses our efforts. Leave the rest for him. All you have to do is to do whatever that is right that you want to do. Being afraid that he is going to use the money to go after other women tomorrow, whether you support him or not, if he wants to do it, he will still do it. And now you will be left with the guilt and blame that and she didn't help her husband, now somebody else is helping. But what of when you helped your husband and everybody saw all your effort? You are not the only one that will be laying curses on him. Everybody around, both around him, around you, friends, people saw it, and the heaven was open and saw everything that you did and what happened at the end. They usually regret it in a painful way, more than what you're doing now to deprive him of help. Whatever you can do to support your husband, to support your wife, to have a teamwork. Check out those families that were on a teamwork. They are the most beautiful family here in diaspora, and they succeeded. It wasn't easy for them, but they have to fight together to make it easy. And tomorrow you see them flourishing, their children flourishing. It wasn't easy. It needed patience and a teamwork. That would be my advice. And guys, if you watch this video, we need to hear your advice. And if you have another interesting story, a lot is happening. People need to hear and learn. And people who did not experience it need to listen to other people's story so that they can use it to educate themselves and to advise themselves better. This is your home girl, Debbie Good News. I love you guys, and I will continue to be here for you and always share my experience together with you. Until next time we talk again. Bye.